listening party cranking. You already see what's going on. Everybody here having a good time. I appreciate the love. Everybody coming out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm counting on y'all to tell me what's good so we get the campaign moving and push this shit to the next level. So as of right now, we finna get it popping. Let's do it. Flam-Bz, Black Label Records.
But anyway, I'ma just show you what we really back. Cause I'm 1,000, nigga. Okay, life ain't never easy, but Flam-Bz still wanna ball the world on my shoulders. So I guess I understand y'all. Make one phone call, shit get locked down.
The exact, I am DJ CP in the building. Flam-Bz, you know what it is.
Hey, I'm Lil Bro, that's Big Bro, you know what I mean? This goes to that Flam-Bz, you know what it is, man. He got now, you know what I'm saying? Black Label all day.
Celebration, baby. This is history in the making. Dinner lights is a special occasion. Perfect time for a standing ovation. Yeah, that part of champagne. Okay, okay, drinks up. Time waiting on there, nigga. I'm dedicated.
Thanks for inviting us to the listening party, Flam-Bz, and you had a wonderful time.
Alright, we're rolling with Mr. Flam-Bz, Flam-Bz.
What they do?
So, how did you get your start in hip-hop?
Well, I started since I was a youngster, you know what I'm saying? I've been rapping since I was about 15 years old. It really was just a hobby, but then when I was young, I had a friend of a close family friend, you know, take me into the studio, thought I had potential and stuff like that. But really, I started out just rapping with my homies and kind of recording myself. But like I said, this guy, he kind of like my uncle, you know what I'm saying? But really, he is my uncle at this point, married into the family. But he put me in the studio, and once I heard myself recorded in a real studio, it's kind of been on and
fell in love.
Yeah, I finally fell in love with it. You know, it's like a drug, you get addicted to it.
Right. Now, what do you think sets you apart from all the other rappers in the music industry?
Raw, uncut, all the way live, real talk, do it, I see it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I do
what's
it,
up.
you see it.
That's what's up.
Same type of shit.
And
just
you
talking
said,
about what I do, you know what I mean?
And you said you've been in the rap game a long time, since you were a teenager and everything. So can you tell me how your music has changed over the years? How have you evolved as a rapper?
Well, when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't really, like when I was 15, 16 years old rapping, I really wasn't in the streets to be rapping about some of the stuff I rap about now. So I was kind of rapping about, that's when people was listening to Method Man and Red Man and Wu-Tang and all that kind of shit. So I was kind of rapping like that. But then as I got a little older and got into the streets and was doing certain things, I started, you know, listening to, I got more into southern rap and you know, gangster rap and things like that. UGK, 8 Ball, MJG, JT Money, Poison Clan, Whole Swall House, Scarface, Ghetto Boys. And so that became more what I was doing. Too Short, DJ Quick, AMG. You know, the list goes on and on, but it became aware to me that I wanted to talk about things that was more real other than just be on the mic rapping, you know, using metaphors and, you know, saying things that just sound good, a punchline rapping, what they call it. But, you know, something with some substance.
So I think you've mentioned some of the more thorough rappers that you looked up to, UGK, 8 Ball, and MJG. And the music industry has changed a lot. Now we have a lot of sing-along rappers like Roscoe Dash and, you know, rappers like that. Do you think that this style of music will fade out
Yeah, I think it will. I think at this point it's a fad. You know what I'm saying? The music is always changing. So just like anything else, the style of clothes, the style of cars, the fashion in itself, you know, it changes with time, and music do the same thing. I mean, the only thing that really stays the same with music is the people that's talking about real shit. But everybody develops and matures, and as an artist, my music changes, and so does everybody else's. So it's just a part of it.
You're a thorough rapper, so what are you gonna do to, you know, keep those thorough rappers in the game?
Well, that's what I represent, you know what I'm saying? I do it for the people that's out there trying to make something out of nothing, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm self-made, that's where I come from. I'm still trying to reach the top, but I've done a lot, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people out there in my shoes, and I just want to make an avenue for those people to be heard, because somebody got to cut the path for the rest of them. People cut the path for me, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to do the same for other up-and-coming artists that's out there trying to turn nothing into something.
And speaking of, you know, staying in the game, staying relevant, what do you think determines who makes it to the top and stays there? And can you tell me how you know, do you think that you're going to stay there at the top?
I would like to think that I'm going to stay there, but right now, you know, it's not even about the sound no more. It's about your movement. So it's really who got the biggest movement is what the people going after. You know what I'm saying? If you can make a lot of noise on your own, then naturally the larger companies or the distributors, they can see the potential and what they can do with it. You know?
Right.
But yeah, I think I'll last. I've been lasting for a long time. You know what I mean? I got a huge following. A lot of people support what I do. They've always liked my music. You know what I'm saying? And it seems to get better and better from the people's opinion. So I think I'll continue to mature and make better music because I have been doing it so long. It's not something that I just woke up yesterday and said, well, hell, I want to rap, so I'm finna go in the studio and I'm finna create a campaign and get it cracking. I've been doing this. It's what I know. It's just like a doctor doing 8 years in medical school to do surgery. You know what I'm saying? I've been 10, 15 years in this game doing music, so I know the formula.
Well, the internet presence is, you know, a big part of the music industry now, not just rap music, but any genre of music. What's your opinion on that? You know, because a lot of artists are not selling as many of their CDs due to the internet, where you can download the music for free or buy it off of iTunes. So, as an artist, what's your opinion on that?
Well, what I think is everybody know the industry is changing. Everything is going to the internet. You know, physical sales are going down, but at the same time, I still believe that you have to have a digital presence or a digital campaign, and you have to have a physical campaign, because realistically, the only rappers that really make it in the game is people that had some sort of street presence, or, you know, got the streets behind them and what they doing. So you can get online and you can sell a few records. I mean, you can sell 1 million records, but it comes to the point though that where your longevity is going to be in question if you don't have the streets behind what you're doing. So yeah, you got to have an online presence, but you still have to have that guerrilla marketing, get out here in these streets and promote and get the streets behind what you're doing, because a lot of artists come up where the internet never knows who they are.
Right.
But they're so big in the streets. Take Jesus for example. Jesus took the world by storm because his Trap or Die mixtape was so big in the streets, they had no choice but to accept it.
Right.
And so, you know what I mean? And that's why at this point, Jesus is still in the game. If you look at Cash Money, it's the same way. They was big in the streets. If you look at No Limit Records, they was big in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Anything you go back to, Swall House, a lot of these cats, they was big in the streets before they got to where they are. And because of that, you know what I'm saying, they still around because they know it's a hustle mentality. You know what I mean? You can strike gold, but that don't necessarily mean you're going to stay rich if you ain't had to work for what you got.
Good answer. Now, can you tell me who are some of your musical influences?